district attorneys, and they cover up, for the abortionists. Well, when Laura Hope Smith died up in Hyannis, Massachusetts, the district attorney did the same thing. But all the activists on our email list, if you ever want to become one of these online activists, go to Operation Rescue and sign up. And we sent an email within just a day after Laura Hope Smith died, and sent an email out to all our supporters and said, call this guy, email this guy. And within 2 hours after this email went out, the district attorney called me up and said, call the dogs off. I'm going to file charges. It's true. And 3 years to the very day when Laura Hope Smith died, he pled guilty to manslaughter, paid the family $2 million, and both his abortion clinics closed. You've got to overcome the gatekeepers. In Iowa, who's heard of telemed abortions? Okay, we've heard of a lot of it now. That's where you basically get on a Skype connection. And there's an abortionist sitting in a computer, and he's got access to all these little clinics around the state. He pushes a button, and out pops a drawer with a pre-dispensed package card in 46. It's a way to get, because they have a dearth of abortionists, it's a way to get abortion pills in people's hands very quickly without a tactile exam. We believe this is it's medical malpractice on its face. When we exposed telemedicine, we found out what it was. We've got 16 states so far that passed bans for telemedicine. But tell you what, in Iowa, where we discovered it, the Iowa Board of Medicine was so corrupted by the power of Planned Parenthood, the power of the abortion industry, they gave it a rubber stamp. I'll tell you what, we worked with the government, we worked with some legislation, we booted out pro-abortion people in the Iowa Board of Medicine, and just earlier last year, we replaced the board, and they put a new law in place without even having to go to the legislature, banning telemedicine in Iowa where it's started. These are the pieces of legislation and sometimes just regulatory measures that we can do every single day to put another nail in the coffin of Roe versus Wade. Now, you mentioned Rolling Stone in my introduction. Thank you. That was in 2004. But actually, in this week's issue of Rolling Stone is the next time they actually talked about abortion. And you go to Barnes & Noble or whatever, get it online. And they have an article this week that's called Strategic War Against Abortion. Now, the author of this article is extremely pro-abortion, but she nails it when she quotes myself and others saying, here's how they are winning the war against abortion. We're winning it on a state level, we're winning it on a local level, we're winning it on a personal level. And they don't know what's hitting them. We're taking them by storm and we're winning. I want to win right now. Right now. If there's a magic button I can push right now, boom, I would do it. I think you would too. But there are tangible things, real things, that we can do right now to further that end. We are accumulating victories every single day. And people say, well, Troy, you're a pragmatist, you're a incrementalist. As if that's a bad thing, right? But they do. They use it as a pejorative. You know, you can call me whatever you want. We are accumulating victories, and in doing so, babies are saved. I'm an absolute purist, 100% committed to ending abortion, no compromises whatsoever. But I also realize that we need to take the victories where we can get them and demand an end to child killing as we're doing it. So, how do we define victory? How do we determine that we are winning? What's the scorecard? If you came in, I know there's some football games today. My team, the Bulls, lost, so I don't know who's. But if I were there, I would go into the stadium and look at the what? Scoreboard. Right? What's the scoreboard for the pro-life movement? It's not how many Facebook posts that we make, Terry. It's not how many times we do prayer vigils, although those things are good. It's not how many times we meet like this, although it's very necessary. There are tangible ways in which we can determine how we're winning. And to be honest with you, it's not how many times we go before the Supreme Court on Roe versus Wade. Hobby Lobby case is going to be heard March 25th. I will be in front of the Supreme Court. You guys will be praying with me that we can establish liberty and justice. But you know what? If we're looking, if we're looking to the Supreme Court to be the final court, which we're waiting for, in other words, if there's going to be a happy ending, our plan ends the happy ending at the Supreme Court, I think we're looking at the wrong court. I don't give a rip about the Supreme Court. Since John Roberts sold us down the river in the Obamacare case, I'm telling you, we can win Roe versus Wade without the Supreme Court. Because every time Springfield Right talks a baby, a woman out of an abortion, that baby's saved, guess what? Roe versus Wade is overturned for that baby. When an abortion clinic closes, Roe versus Wade is overturned. When abortionists like Gosnell and Ryan Finkel and Dave Hamilton serve life in jail, Roe versus Wade is overturned. When a crisis pregnancy center opens its doors, Roe versus Wade is overturned. Today, I believe we're standing on the precipice of ultimate victory. Life is overtaking death, and the rate in which we're winning is speeding up like never before. I'll throw some numbers at you real quick. I think you're going to be blown away. In 1991, there were 2,176 surgical abortion clinics in this country. Today, that number is 581. If you do the math real quick, 73% of the abortion clinics are closed. Closed! And they're not reopening. 400,000 babies are being saved every single year. 400,000 every single year off the high water mark in 1991. And let me tell you something. Pregnancy counseling centers outnumber abortion clinics most times 5 to 1. 5 to 1. I was recently in Missouri where they have one abortion clinic and 40 pregnancy counseling centers. That's 40 to 1. Here's some other numbers you're going to like, okay? Y'all love this. In 2012, 24 abortion clinics closed. Didn't reopen. That was 2012. Right? In 2013, 87 abortion clinics closed. And when an abortion mill closes, Roe versus Wade is overturned. Every single time. 73% folks. Now listen, our work is far from over. Last year, 3 women that we know of, these are just women we know of, have died from safe and legal abortion. Her names are Tanya Reeves, Jennifer Morbelli, and Maria Santiago. See, the tragedy of abortion reaches way past the babies. It reaches each one of our lives. And moms who think they're getting a safe and legal procedure sometimes don't ever come in our life. In closing, I'm so glad you're here. Because this is a memorial service, and it is good and it is right that we memorialize millions and millions of babies who passed away. We can't shed a tear, spend a moment, an hour on Sunday afternoon, we may not have a pulse. So I know it's a good thing that we're here. We also celebrate these victories. Know that we, in 41 years, have come a long way. And then we need to renew our strength. Press toward victory, because we know that victory is ours and it is ultimate, not just in a theoretical way, by the numbers I quoted you, in a tangible way. So thank you very much. I appreciate it.